Hello everyone, back to our latest Star Wars video. So yesterday there was a leak of what could be the first poster for Star Wars Episode 9. And we're going to talk about this in our latest Star Wars video. Just to say that we're trying to build the channel back up with Star Wars content. So if you are enjoying our Star Wars content and our Star Wars video on this channel, then please like, share and subscribe. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers if we can. So please like, share and subscribe. Use a comment so let us know that you're enjoying our Star Wars content. We'll be happy to bring you more Star Wars content as we can. So, as I said, yesterday we had what could be the first poster leak for Star Wars Episode 9. So we're going to talk about that right now. We're at the website, thegeekiverse.com. I'm going to leave a link to thegeekiverse.com in the description at YouTube. So, there's a headline, possible Star Wars Episode 9 poster leaked. Let's scroll down and you can have a look. That is potentially the first poster for Star Wars Episode 9 that has been leaked. Quite a lot to go over, and I'm going to talk about the poster a little bit more in depth in a moment, but we're going to go through the article first of all at thegeekiverse.com. So they're saying a few weeks ahead of Star Wars Celebration, a possible poster for the still trailerless Star Wars Episode 9 has surfaced. A little bit more. The Star Wars episode, with Star Wars Episode 9 less than 9 months away and Star Wars Celebration just weeks away, the Geekiverse has discovered the below image. The image could be purely promotional, but seems more likely to be the first reveal of Star Wars Episode 9's poster. The image features the official Star Wars logo, but doesn't mention Episode 9 or any other subtitle. The outfits of their characters like Poe Dameron and Finn are consistent with another leak that surfaced on Reddit earlier in the year. Again, there's the poster in all of its glory, a more fuller sort of look at the poster. It looks very interesting. And so we're going to talk about that, what it's showing in a moment. Just a little bit more, it says there's a lot to unpack from the poster, most notably Rey's garb, the Skywalker lightsaber remade, Kylo Ren's mask remade, and wait for it, the Knights of Ren. Stay tuned for more reaction and analysis from the Geekiverse on the image. Developing ... So let's just have a quick look at this poster, shall we? So that is it. I'll download it and then upload it. That's the full poster. Let's zoom in a little bit more and just go through the detail a little bit. So we've got, of course, got Rey in the very centre of the poster. So Rey obviously is our lead character for the Star Wars sequel trilogy, although we're up to film number 3, we're up to the final film of the trilogy. We still know absolutely nothing about Rey, but she's a lead character anyway, and hopefully we'll learn a little bit more about her in Episode 9, because up to this point it's very, very hard to relate to Rey in any way, because we just don't know anything whatsoever about the character at all. We know that she is obviously of tremendous force ability, but we don't know why. We don't know if she's related to any other character, although in Episode 8, The Last Jedi, it's revealed through Kylo Ren that she isn't related to any other character. She is just a random sort of nobody, if you like. So we don't know anything about this character. She is our focal point, though. She's in the centre of the she's in the centre of everything, in the centre of the poster. So obviously she is our lead character. We've got Chewbacca behind us, so we have got a legacy character in Chewbacca. We've got another new character then behind Chewbacca. Just over here, you can see we've got an orange X-Wing over there. We've got a new Y-Wing as well. Also, we've got Finn over here. We've got a new alien character just there. Going a little bit further down, so another new character standing behind Poe Dameron. There's BB-8, of course. Quite interesting. We've got Chewbacca here, got C-3PO, I should say, seemingly with Chewbacca's bandolier and gun. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe C-3PO is going to see some action in Star Wars Episode 9. That'd be the first time since Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, that C-3PO has actually seen some action. It's nice to see C-3PO in the poster, though. Again, another legacy character. We've got two legacy characters in Chewbacca and C-3PO in the poster. You can see there's Chewbacca's bandolier just there. So again, I think that is Chewbacca's bandolier. I'm not sure why C-3PO would be wearing that. Going a little bit further, so also our second sort of lead character is Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren has his mask back. Assuming this is correct, of course it could be that this is been photoshopped by someone, but it does look pretty genuine, I have to say to me. And I would think this is probably going to be revealed at Star Wars Celebration, this poster. It's going to be a poster for kind of like Star Wars Celebration. I'm not sure if this will be the final theatrical Episode 9 poster that will be appearing in cinemas. That may be a little bit different to this, I'm not sure. But I think this will be revealed at Star Wars Celebration. So there's our second sort of focal point, Kylo Ren, with his mask back. One of the big criticisms of Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, is that they took Kylo's mask away. I have to say, I found that a reasonable decision, because I thought in Star Wars Episode 7, it was a bit silly, really, that you had Kylo Ren, Ben Solo running around with a mask for no apparent reason. Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, has a mask in the end of Revenge of the Sith. It's fitted with the mask, and he has it throughout the original trilogy, Episodes 4, 5, and 6, because he needs that mask. He needs that mask to stay alive. If you take the mask off, he dies, and then, of course, eventually what happens at the end of Return of the Jedi, after the mask is damaged by the Emperor's lightning, no longer functions, so he can't stay alive. Luke takes the mask off, therefore, because he no longer needs it, and Luke gets to see his father at the very end of Return of the Jedi. But in Episode 7, in The Force Awakens, you've got Kylo Ren with a mask that he doesn't need for any reason, and I found that rather silly, and just a bit of a distraction, really, to the character. So they took it away from him in Episode 8. Rian Johnson did away with the mask, but it's back. J.J. Abrams has brought it back for Episode 9, and you can see that quite clearly with Kylo there with his mask. Next to Kylo, these are the Knights of Ren. So we've been waiting to find out about the Knights of Ren, to see the Knights of Ren. Everybody was expecting that the Knights of Ren would appear in Episode 8. Rian Johnson, for some unknown reason, nobody can fathom out why, but he decided not to feature the Knights of Ren in Episode 8. But there they are, in their glory, looking rather spooky, I have to say, rather villainous. Behind Kylo Ren, we have the Knights of Ren, so obviously they're going to be playing quite a major role, I would have thought, in Star Wars Episode 9. Going further down, of course, we've got our Legacy Stormtroopers, and then we've got Red Stormtroopers down here, so that's a new feature for Star Wars Episode 9. Apparently we're going to have a red Stormtrooper. I'm not sure why that's the case, what sort of role they're going to have in Star Wars Episode 9, but we're going to have the traditional white Stormtroopers as usual, and then we're going to have a new red Stormtrooper. So, pulling back again, there's a few things that are quite striking about this. Let's just pull right out so you can have a look at the poster properly once again. So there's a few things that are striking about this. It's great that they're including the Knights of Ren finally. Everybody wants to know about the Knights of Ren, so that's a good decision to be showing those. what strikes me about Rey is that her appearance seems to be very, very close to the a costume, an appearance of Padme in episode 2 in Attack of the Clones. The costume that they are giving Rey in episode 9 does seem to be strikingly similar to the costume that Padme, Natalie Portman, wore in, I think it's really in the second half of Attack of the Clones. So kind of like from the moment Padme and Anakin leave, they leave Tatooine after Anakin's mother dies at the hands of the Sand People. They leave Tatooine and they go to Geonosis to try and rescue Obi-Wan Kenobi. They get caught up in a huge arena battle at the end of Attack of the Clones. You find the Jedi getting involved in this battle. There's Christopher Lee, Count Dooku, is involved in as well. And then eventually Yoda leads the clones into battle on Geonosis, and that's the beginning of the Clone War. Padme is a big part of that overall sort of ensemble action sequence, and the costume that they have for Rey looks very, very similar to the costume that Natalie Portman's Padme Amidala wore in the final sort of half an hour of Attack of the Clones. I'm not sure if that's deliberate or not, if it have any sort of bearing on episode 9 or not, but there is a striking similarity, I think, between Rey's costume and that worn by Natalie Portman in the final half an hour of Attack of the Clones. The other thing that stands out to me, of course, we talked about C-3PO, rather bizarre that they've put him into the poster with Chewbacca's gun and bandolier. But the other thing that stands out with this is that despite the inclusion of Chewbacca and C-3PO, there are legacy characters, of course. No R2-D2. R2 has been completely neglected, oddly, in this sequel trilogy. I'm not sure why they chose to do that, but no R2-D2. But we do have our legacy characters in Chewbacca, C-3PO. However, there is no real legacy characters here. So there's no Han Solo, of course, because he got killed at the end of episode 7. There's no Princess Leia, because Carrie Fisher died, of course, unfortunately, between the end of filming of episode 8 of the film actually being released. So obviously Princess Leia won't be playing a big role in this film, although she is going to be brought back in episode 9. They're going to use old footage from, I think, episode 7, Attack of the Clones. They're going to sort of superimpose old footage into the film of Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher, and she's going to have they're going to try and include a storyline for Princess Leia, but I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I'm quite worried about that, actually. It's going to be very, very strange seeing this character when we know that the actress has died and they've used old footage from episode 7, discarded footage, if you like. It's going to be rather strange, rather bizarre. And I would think any scene that she's in is going to really take us out of the film. But anyway, she will be in episode 9, but obviously with a much reduced role. And of course, there is no Luke Skywalker either. Luke Skywalker is absent from the poster. Been absent from a lot of the sequel trilogy promotional material, I have to say, although he was included in the final poster for The Last Jedi. But of course, they've killed him off, so he's going to be in episode 9. We know he's coming back. He's almost certainly going to be a Force ghost. Mark Hamill's already said that he probably has already kind of hinted that he's only going to have a cameo, very, very minor role in the film, although I suppose when he appears, his scenes will be quite important. But it certainly appears that they've kind of done away with all of the legacy characters now, except for Chewbacca and for C-3PO. We know Lando's coming back, of course. Lando Calrissian will be back for episode 9. So that'll be nice to see Billy D. Williams back in episode 9. But overall, our 3 important main characters, Princess Leia, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, we know what's happened in episode 7, episode 8. And the poster's kind of sad that it doesn't have any of those legacy characters on. I suppose if Carrie hadn't died, Princess Leia would have had a big role in this film, probably. And she almost certainly would be included in the poster there. So if that had happened, then obviously we would have one of our main legacy characters included. But that's the way it worked out. Carrie unfortunately passed away, and they killed off Han at the end of The Force Awakens, and for unknown reasons, will always be a travesty to me, they killed off Luke Skywalker at the end of The Last Jedi. So there we are. What do we think about that? Anyway, what do we think about that poster? Do we think it's genuine? It looks believable to me, I have to say. So it's possible that that's a fake. It's been photoshopped by someone somewhere, and it's all a hoax. But to me, that does look pretty believable. I've got a feeling that's going to be revealed at Star Wars Celebration to go along with the trailer that's going to be coming out at Star Wars Celebration, and almost certainly the name reveal for the film as well will be at Star Wars Celebration too. And I think they will have this poster as part of that overall package. I may be wrong, that may finish up being the final theatrical poster that will be appearing in cinemas at the end of the year. But to me, I've got a feeling that's going to be part of Star Wars Celebration. But we shall see. But what do you think about it? What do you think about what they're showing? Am I wrong about Rey's similarity to Padme, Amidala, Natalie Portman's costume at the end of Attack of the Clones, or in the final sort of half an hour of Attack of the Clones? I think there's a striking similarity. What do you think is going on with C-3PO? Why would C-3PO have Chewbacca's gun? And what do you think about the Knights of Ren appearing? I think that's probably the thing most people are going to be most excited about with that poster. But finally, we're going to get to see the Knights of Ren in all their glory. So let me know in the comments what you think. Please like, share and subscribe. We'll be back with more Star Wars content very, very soon. But that's all for now. And thanks for watching.